let's begin with that particular factor of Bobi Wine and the dramatic arrest and also what appeared to be brutal treatment of that particular politician. From the perspective of the National Resistance Movement, what was all this about? What now has become like a sort of torture against a politician who has a different voice against that of the president?
Well, these are all issues which are before courts of law. And I'm very sure that both sides will adduce evidence, and if there is anything that finds him culpable, definitely courts will pronounce themselves. And if my brother is found to be innocent, he will also be, the cases will definitely will collapse. Museveni
is now 74, and there's an election in 2021. So he's eligible to run again. Don't you foresee a future without Museveni as the president?
Well,
and how are you preparing for that?
Let's look at it. Let's be realistic. Museveni is not immortal. Biology will take over. But the National Resistance Movement, midwives government, we have a duty as a party to ensure that we continue scoring, we should continue pursuing our ideological ideals, and to ensure that the foundation of this country, the institutional framework, is left firm and solid for the future generation to take over.
So how are you managing the transition? You are the vice chair of NRM. How are you managing the transition even beyond Museveni, whether he leaves office voluntarily or by force of nature, to use that term?
Let me give you the global perspective so that you don't look at Uganda in isolation. There are 5 political parties that have been quite solid in the world. The North Korean party, the Cuban party, the ANC, and Chama Pinduzi that have never lost power in the world. The other party is the NRM,